was trying up there, so I need to go up and turn around.
You're actually not allowed by company rules to turn left out of this parking lot.
Well, that's a smart rule because
Yep.
it cause all kinds of stuff going on.
Well, only during when STS is here. Now, if STS is not here, the company allows the employees to take left, but, well, actually anyone's not allowed to. Even STS cannot take a left out of it. They're not allowed to.
Mm-hmm.
How do you want to go?
I've been thinking about that. You know, I could go out Sugar Creek and pick up 85 south.
Yeah, but you know what? That little entrance ramp area is a pain in the rear end.
Oh, it is?
Oh my god. I've never seen an intersection that is so consistently clogged.
Okay, well, I'll go back down East Way then. That's just,
You could take a right on Tryon and go down and go to Eastway and take a right.
Well, I could do that. I'm just more comfortable with that direction than trying to go that way.
Yeah.
On Tryon.
So yeah, work was great today.
Good. There's the ABC store.
Yep. And there is
They still got chicken box up here somewhere. I mean,
I think it's on Sugar Creek.
They had chicken box. Oh my goodness! Back when my husband was alive, when before the boys were even, like 30 years ago, they had chicken box.
Oh wow.
And he used to get them daggone fried chicken livers. Ugh.
Oh wow.
He used to like them. Chicken gizzards. I'm sorry, chicken gizzards.
I don't even know the difference.
Well, they're just nasty.
Oh. Have you ever had chicken hearts?
Yeah, he ate them too. Ugh. I don't like anything like that, Joe.
You don't like weird stuff?
No, I'm not that kind of adventurous person, I guess. The Juicy Crab now open.
Oh wow.
University near.
Alright, that's for my buddy Bruce, him and his crabs. He's a nut. I was hoping he'd be out there.
Your buddy Bruce?
Yeah.
Is he one of the ones that were in trouble?
No. My buddy Bruce is the one I keep telling you about that is a player and is hilarious and
how does he get home?
STS.
Oh, well, wonder why he wasn't out there then.
I don't know. Probably talking to one of them. Probably talking to some girl inside. Because he knows all of the women in the whole place.
Right.
Because he's been there longer than me.
Oh, okay.
Probably hitting on one of the leads before she leaves because she took a new job somewhere.
Right.
He's probably hitting on her before she goes. I missed that, man. Sometimes I see him, but hey, I heard we're gonna have more work in the house in about 10 more days.
Really?
Yeah. A bunch of them too. So like more than enough for me to go back, be moved back there.
Oh, okay. So basically you don't know where you're going to be working until you get there that day?
No, I know where I'm going to be working. I'm going to be working where I'm working now unless they move me somewhere else.
Okay.
This is the plaza in Eastway.
Angel's been out and about and walking and eating and.
Dog.
And your dad said, well, we've been replaced.
Oh, God.
No, you haven't been replaced, because I sent them a video of him chowing down on his hamburger. I'm not kidding. He was chowing down on it, Joe. Like he hadn't had anything all week, but he's been eating. I mean, he just finished off what he had last night. So, and that was early this morning, so he's been eating.
He started eating before I left.
I know, that's what I mean. Right after you left, I came and videoed him. He was still eating when he had a little bit left, so I videoed him and sent it to your parents saying, look, he's devouring this hamburger.
Did they ask about me?
Your dad wanted to know if you got off all right to work,
Yeah.
I said, yeah, the boat didn't finish about 6:30.
Yeah, and I got in at 6:20.
I don't know. Late.
Or 7:20, which I started at 7:30. Actually, no, I got in at like 7:05 or something. Which I enjoy. Like, my sweet spot is to get in at 7:15 because I don't want too much time to sit in the break room, but I also want some.
Right.
Because I'm just like in the morning when I'm tired and stuff, I'm just waiting for the bell to ring. So the day starts going by faster.
Remember the day we walked to and ate at the first Bojangles?
Yeah?
That was cool.
Yeah. That was a good Bojangles. No, that's a yummy Bojangles. I love Bojangles.
I like their Bowberry biscuits.
Oh, they are good.
And their dirty rice.
That's good too. I just got to try that recently.
You probably like their Cajun chicken, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this, Sugar Creek?
No, we're almost at the intersection of Shamrock and Eastlake.
Oh. Right by the Vietnamese place.
Yep.
You take that turn, you can go to your house. I don't work far from you at all.
No, you don't.
So you know how you drove up here, right?
Yeah.
Imagine riding up here on an STS bus with 10 other people on it in traffic.
Which way does the bus come?
Usually it'll come this way, the exact same way we're going now. Because we usually have, I don't know how they would go today because JR is probably first and he lives over off of Scaly Bark. So they might have gone down towards the highway. But whatever, well, they still might have gone this way because one of them still might have been on the bus, but usually Frank and another guy are first. But now since Frank's been suspended till Monday apparently. Him and Brian. So yeah.
I might get my gas now before we get on the Brookshire or whatever you call it.
Independence,
I mean. You know what way I came? I came down Providence. Took a right on think that's Rama. I don't know. Anyway, went all the way out.
Sardis Road.
Sardis that turns into Rama.
Yeah.
Went to the kept on going through the intersection there of Monroe Road and got onto Independence and came down to the Eastway exit and came up Eastway and then Sugar Creek and took a right and I was right there at you.
Sometimes
It took me about probably a
40
good
minutes.
45 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we usually don't. Well, sometimes we'll go that way in the morning, but we usually don't. We usually go on Randolph, or some drivers will go on Providence all the way down to Wendover.
Mhm.
'Cause in the afternoon, in the morning it's different because they can't load up the buses
Mhm.
because they have to get us to work on time at all costs. Well, in the afternoon they load up the buses because, I mean, we're not losing any money by being late to our house.
Right.
Finally, somebody got on them. Because there used to be a time when they would load the buses up in the morning, and we would get to work. My side of town would get to work at like 7:35.
Wow. If I get my gas, I'll be done, and I'll have it, and it'll be over. So I'm gonna get it now.
Alright.
At this QT.
QTs are popping up like breweries.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, STS drivers love them, like when they're on the road, because they got the big parking lot.
Well, this is the one, like right in front of Portofino's.
Alright. I'm gonna put my window down so I can hear
Yeah,
this.
you can.
The original Portofino's. That used to be just a pizza place until they actually expanded it. You ever eat there?
Portofino's? Yeah, I like their food. I get the same thing every time, but it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I like it, so that's why I did.
Yep.
Pasta Primavera.
I love their grilled salmon piccata.
I've never had that, but I'm sure I would like that. I like salmon.
Make sure you don't put diesel in your gas car and close your gas tank. That's what my buddy, that's what my ex-brother-in-law did. He put gas in his diesel car and grenaded his engine.
Wow.
He's like, hey, it wasn't that bad. I got a new car out of it. I'm like, only you would say that.
Alright, Joe. You got that card with you?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, God.
I'll be right back. Let me get situated here.
I hope that's the credit card anyway. It might be.
Does that say American Airlines?
I don't know.
Let me
I
see.
hope that's not the gift card.
He said American Airlines. Yep, that's it. This is what he wants me to use.
Okay.
Alright. go. I just thought about, I need to go in for a second, Joe.
For what?
I want to get myself a ginger ale. You want anything in the QT, or you want to go in there, or?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Stay in and listen to this mumble rap.
Oh, I gotta see the cashier for the receipt anyway, dang. They never put paper in this thing.
Why?
You always have to go in and see the cashier. It's crazy.
Makes their job more difficult.
No, it makes their job more easy because you're too lazy to get out here and change the paper thing.
Yeah, but it's tedious if you have a bunch of people coming to you for receipts and buying everything in the store.
Or maybe they do it because they're hoping that while you're in there you'll buy something. Maybe that's
that's probably why.
That's probably what it's about. Sure enough. I guess they're not dumb after all. I guess it's a marketing strategy.
Most people aren't dumb, but there are a lot of them that are. Where'd that music go? Unbelievable, the music took off.
Joe. I didn't know it was going to take me all day just to get a receipt and a drink.
Man.
They were busy though.
Oh, wow.
You've been listening to a lot of stuff?
Yeah. The guy with the rap music took off. Kind of bummed about that because I was enjoying it.
Did you like it? Do you like that kind? Is that your favorite?
Not really. I mean, I prefer the old school rap where they actually used to have flow and used to know how to rhyme.
See, well, yeah. I mean, I don't. If I can't understand it, then number one, I ain't liking it anyway. If I can't understand it.
You know, there's some songs that are fun until you understand what they're saying.
Oh. I imagine.
What you doing?
Checking my messages real quick. Just to make sure I don't have anything that I missed before. Because I had my phone down, my volume down when I went to the doctor, and sometimes I forget to cut it back up, and I miss things. I miss people's calls, I miss people's texts, you know, all the time I'm missing stuff, but I forget to turn the volume up. And I'll hear it, and if I don't check it, then I know a friend of mine texted me, and it was like the next day before I got back with her, because I didn't see it.
Sometimes that happens to me too.
I said, I am so sorry. I said, I hope she don't think I just am saying that, because it's honestly the truth. Man, I wouldn't have took that pretty Dodge Charger through here, dude.
Why?
Because it was a tight fit.
Oh. He's like, I got a charger, I can do what I want. There's just certain cars people on the road would respect more, you know?
Yeah, like I definitely don't want to hit a Tesla. Or,
Ain't nobody respecting no Tesla.
well, I can't afford to fix it.
I know. But basically what I'm saying is, like, if you have like a fancy sports car or something, people will, I don't know, like they'll be more respectful on the road or something.
One of my good friends had a Charger, and it was so nice. I mean, this Charger was so nice. Okay, I ain't going out that way. I'm gonna come down this way and go down here.
Place must have been hopping today because people were coming in and out.
Well, you got like 3 entrances here. So, you know, you got the one way down here. And a lot of people aren't using this one. That's why I'm using it. Got one car in front of me. That's it. Back at the other one, I'd have to wait at the light. And then that middle one there, that car's been sitting there for a while. I don't know what they waiting on. Christmas, I guess. I use that terminology a lot. I said, what are you waiting on, Christmas? Unless it's December, then I don't use it because it's not funny then.
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten a Church's Chicken, Joe?
Yeah.
There's a Church's Chicken across the street.
Yeah,
And that is one place in Charlotte I've never eaten it.
Really?
I have never eaten it.
I did not know that.
Are they good?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're about like KFC.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I've
Maybe
never
we'll go to one this weekend. Because I always wanted to go onto, I always wanted to see, like, the end of West Trade Street.
The end of West Trade Street?
Yeah, there's one there, too.
Oh, okay.
Because, see, the streetcar goes there, but apparently it's like it's not ghetto or anything. I mean, some people call it that just because there's a lot of black history there. Unfortunately, people would do that. I don't know why.
Well, black history doesn't make it ghetto, but
I know, but some people think like that.
but I don't want to go. My issue is a high crime area. That's no matter what culture, race, whatever lives there, I don't want a high crime area. Because you can get a high crime area in white neighborhood too.
My side of town, yeah. Well, my side of town's not really high crime, but the crime they do have is for real.
Yeah.
Like, they don't don't shoot. They don't just shoot the butthole they don't like. They shoot the whole place the butthole is at.
Wow.
Because like that, no, like that's where all the active shooters happen, in the affluent neighborhoods. Have you noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
See, in the hood school, they're probably more likely to stab somebody they got a problem with than shoot them.
Back when I was 13, they carried knives in my middle school because I was in Ohio at the time with my biological mother. And you had to sometimes, like, my pathway to school was through an alley. One part of it was an alley. And you either carried a knife with you, or you just had to be, praying hard or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it was Cleveland, Ohio. That's where it was. During the time that the city was almost bankrupt and there was high crime
Oh,
and
goodness.
everything. And,
Hey, were you there when the river caught fire?
well, I was a teenager, so I don't remember. I mean, I was just like I said, 13, something like that. So I don't remember.
I can't believe that the freaking river caught on fire. It just blew up like nothing. It wasn't that anything on it blew up. The river itself caught on fire.
There had to be something in it, Joe. Water just don't catch on fire.
Yeah, but they haven't, either they don't know what's in it or what was in it, or they haven't released it. Or they haven't released the details.
I'm going to try to Google that and figure that out. Because there has to be something. There had to be something to make it burn. Because water just doesn't burn. I mean, even forest rangers and people like that fight fires or something like that, they will tell you, if you are caught in the woods, if you're caught in the forest, and you absolutely cannot go anywhere, to go in the creek or some water source and get as far down in it as you can. They would tell you that. At least they told me that.
What did they do for you there?
Well, if you have a forest fire and it gets to that water source, you're not likely to be killed as you would if you were like right out in the forest fire.
Oh.
Number one, the smoke would get you for one thing. If the smoke would probably get you before the fire would, because it would be all smoky and you couldn't breathe and everything like that.
Yeah.
Whereas if you were in that water source, number one, you would have, the water to kind of be a little bit of a barrier. And then, so.
Yeah.
Man, shoot, I'm glad we ain't on the other side of the road. Traffic is horrible over there, trying to get on Independence.
Oh, wow.
Or uptown. And it ain't even 5 o'clock yet.
Yep. Either the boss says, oh, y'all can leave early today, or they just my ex in Tarboro, the only traffic jam was when a deer was in the middle of the road and my dad stopped for it because there was nobody behind him.
I was going up to Bobby's Mountain House one day. I guess this was early on. I was by myself, and I think this is probably one of the first times I ever went. And I got on the wrong side of the mountain. You know, GPS just is terrible sometimes.
Yeah, with the
It
mountain.
led me on the wrong path. Anyway, I was going up around this curve because it was a mountain. And I said, I know this ain't right because I'm going up the mountain here. I need to figure out a place to turn around and go back down. Well, I go around the bend and there's this deer just standing there. I said, you're going to have to move. Just standing there looking at me like, you know.
Like, what are you doing here?
Man, 77 is crazy too, Joe. I'm glad we ain't going down 77.
It always is crazy.
Yeah, but that East Independence traffic, it was backed up like near, I don't know, not all the way to the Panther Stadium, but it was backed up pretty far. That's why I said I'm glad we're on this side of the road. I wonder if there are blind people that go to the shooting range.
That would be hilarious.
But now, let me think about it. If they learn to use a bow and arrow, if they can learn to do stuff like that, and you know, and your senses pick up. When you lose your eyesight, they say your other senses kick in a little bit more alertly. Could you not be trained to hear movement or something? I don't know how that would work.
I don't know.
Man, they knocked down, they're doing a lot on Wilkinson Boulevard. They knocked down that hotel thing and some more businesses and stuff between that first road there, which I forget what it was, and Remount right here. They knocked down a bunch of stuff.
I was over here the other day dropping off somebody I never met on STS. Can I put my window down?
Yeah.
You know they call it Remount Road?
Why?
Because, and this is what I think, this is because this used to be an area of the Camp Green during World War I, and it was a horse stable. So I guess the area where they would all get back on their horses, hence Remount Road.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know what that monument is there. I've never noticed it before.
It's
Church. Mecklenburg. Oh, Camp Green.
yeah. Oh, we can go see the monument after we get out of here.
Well, I don't know how to get into it. I mean, it's in a fenced area.
Oh. There's a lot of history just
There's
hidden out.
Camp Green down there. Dairy Queen's still here.
Hey, we can go there. Heck, I'd take a milkshake over a beer today. Because I have beers a lot.
There's a lot of people outside. They got those two picnic tables, and there's a lot of people out there. I guess because it's pretty. And when we lived on this side of the town, we had a puppy, and we went to this veterinarian right here. That's right beside a barbecue king right here.
Oh, is it still there?
Yeah, Parker Veterinary. And this is Wayland Avenue, and this is Barbecue King.